Hey, welcome again to Topsail Kayak Fishing. I just wanted to do a review on a live bait solution that I found. Most of my fishing, especially inshore, is probably 80% artificial. However, occasionally I do fish some live bait. Sometimes that's what it takes to get it done. Also, if I'm fishing offshore, I'm using a lot of live bait out there as well. And this is a product I tried, and I wasn't too sure about it or how it was going to perform, but it's actually exceeded my expectations. And that is this guy right here, which is a torpedo bait bucket. This you essentially tie or tow behind your kayak. I've got some poly line tied on here and just stuffed inside here. It's got one door that opens up. It's perforated there, so it'll drain out when you pull it out of the water. My main concern about this was, you know, how much drag is it going to create when I'm out there paddling? Because if you're like me, you could cover a lot of water in one day, and boy, you don't need anything kind of weighting you down, so to speak. But really, I hardly know it's there unless you get in some real shallow water and it starts maybe dragging in some silt or across some oyster bed or something like that. And I can't remember how much I paid for it. I don't think it was more than $40. I'm going to say between 20 and 40. I am not endorsed by these guys. I just kind of picked it up on a whim. I had a live well, a powered live well I used to keep in place of my milk crate, which worked okay, and I see a lot of those rigs. A lot of people use those and they work great, especially for your larger baits. But I like this. If you're catching, let's say, maybe some menhaden, which they're a little temperamental anyway in any live well, you can probably safely get a dozen of those in here, and they'll survive for a good while. Much more than that, and yeah, they're not going to survive too long in this particular rig. Mullet, no problem. If you're catching some nice finger mullet, you can put probably more than a dozen in there and they're going to be okay. Mud minnows the same way. Gosh, they'll survive just for days almost. And but it works pretty well. So I don't even know if they still sell these. I think they do. But so yeah, check it out. And thanks for tuning in. This is Topsail Kayak Fishing. We'll see you next episode. Be safe out there.